Welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath and intuitive card reader. I'm just sharing the good energies, the clean energies, the pure energies of the indigenous smudge of sweetgrass and sage. Having a hard time getting it going. And I've smudged myself and the cards for the whole reading as well. This is for you guys. Okay, there we go. I'm all kerplooey here today. One moment. There we go. Okay, I think we're all set to go. Okay, thank you very much for your patience. I've been gone for a little while. My laptop died. I lost everything so far. And anyway, somebody went out and they bought me a brand spanking new laptop, and it's the biggest system I've ever had. So I'm struggling with the camera on it for a little bit until I get things going. Struggling to get my intros on there into each reading is another pain. But anyways, just to bring you up on that, I'm on a brand new system, and the camera, I look different, everything looks different because I'm still getting used to this. And a new software as well, new operating system. Anyway, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. To my regular subscribers, thank you so much for being here and always coming back for more. And today's reading is going to be for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is the second one I've done for you. I did yours last night, and when I reviewed it, the first half of it was choppy. So I'm getting used to this camera. So I had to scrap it and start all over again. The funny thing is for those that are new, I use the Oceanic Tarot deck, and that is by, we have to give credit for the cards if we don't make them ourselves. This is the Oceanic Tarot, written by Jane Wallace, illustrated by Jane Delaford Taylor, and 5 cards from that, and then 1 card significator at the very end from Tarot. And that's written by Bridget Reed and illustrations by Colin Howard. So I started to say, when I pulled your significator from the first one that I did for you, the first reading, I pulled a card, and when I just did this one again, and believe you me, I shuffled them up. I cut them, I trilled them, I did everything. And the same card came up, only not reversed. The first time it came up reversed. Very, very interesting to see that happen. 78 cards in each deck, and I've seen this happen before where the same card will come up again. It's just kind of freaky, excuse me. On black coffee today. Ugh. When you live rural, it's hard to just go to the store and get a bottle of cream. Anyways, yes, for those that are new, there's a subscription button beneath this video window. Please press that. Please, please, please. And subscribe to the channel. All it means is every time that I post any new videos, you'll know about it through your email notifications saying that I've done so. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you on a personal level for those of you that are not familiar with general readings. Also, if you like the reading, I do offer the service of private readings that are personalized just for you. The information for that is found below this subscription button, below this video window. Please, please, please read through that before you ship me off an email. I find a lot of people don't. And they ask me, they want to know everything, and everything they need to know is in that paragraph. If you're not clear, I don't mind that to clarify something if you're not sure about. That's no problem. But I have a problem with having to go through the whole thing over and over again when it's right there, and I say it at the beginning of every video. Anyway, patience is a virtue. I don't have much of that these days after October's been horrible for me. I'm a Cancer, and it's gotten a little better this week. Slowly but surely, but it's been a rough one. Anyways, the spread that I do, for those that are new, is a 5-card spread, and the first card is your overall energy. Second card is your wealth and finance. Third card, your heart, your love, your home, your family, your romances. Fourth card are your challenges for the month of November. And the last card in the Oceanic deck is your message from Spirit, and then I pull a significator at the very end for the overall reading. Anything that didn't come up in the reading, this will. And if something came up, this will reiterate it and bring it even more into the forefront, saying, look at me, look at me, look at me, I need your attention. Okay, so I think that's enough. Thanks for all the likes too, you guys. I really like that. Always makes me smile. Always feel free to leave your comments beneath the video window as well. That's wide open for commentary. Okay, so let's get on with your reading. The first card that I pulled for you in your overall energy, Sagittarius, was the Ten of Wands, and it's about responsibility. Everything's different here in this camera. It's like that reversed, it's like a mirror almost, I guess the mirror effect they call it. So it's kind of nice so you guys get to see outside a little bit. Okay, so anyways, responsibility. Okay, so when this card shows up, Sagittarius, you're feeling, some of you are feeling burdened. Some of you are feeling an overload. Some of you are exhausted. Some of you are under pressure to meet your priorities. Some of you are just downright confused. There's pressure as well. Some of you are seeing some blocks in the way. The advice is to set your boundaries and to reduce the stress that you have. You may need to say no to certain people. Again, this is a different card for your overall energy, but I'll tell you this, in the first reading, I had a resounding word and phrase over and over again, and I'm starting to see it already in this first card. And what it is, it's impositions, people imposing upon your free time and your good nature and your generosity. That's going on right now. Also in that reading, and this basically means the same thing, where this card suggests that you may have to say no to certain people. And what it was to not let there are certain people in your life, and you can't let them monopolize your time, take you for granted, take advantage of you, impose their wants and their needs on you, and leaving it at your doorstep to fix this, to make this happen. Can you do this for me? When they're perfectly capable of doing. Be less tolerant of some certain people. You'll know who they are. I don't, but you will. Some of you are feeling restrained because of your commitments as well. All the practical things in your life. Things that you would normally deal with every day. They're getting to be a bit too much. You've got too much on your plate right now. You're going to need a break, and you're going to need some rest. And you're going to have to start shutting some people down. Period. End up. There's your overall energy. Interesting. The next card that I pulled for you is in your wealth and finance, and it's the Knight of Cups. It's about proposals. Let me get my book out on this one. Knight of Cups. Cups are water signs, of course. Cups are good, normally. Normally. This is the Knight. Okay, when this guy shows up, yes, he's for all you females out there, this is a male, a romantic, idealistic man that has a proposal for you. And he's very charming and magnetic. And he could tell a great story, but will his ideas and his schemes or love offers stand true? He may not seek to deceive you, but he's not a realist. More comfortable with fantasy than practicality. His words may be captivating, but meaningless in the real world. You cannot trust him to be consistent. The advice of this card is to judge by the actions rather than the words. That goes for anybody, right? It's worth testing this person's intentions before you go along with his foibles. Your keywords are offers and dreams, illusions, fantasy, love, infatuation, and imagination. And my first nudge right off is somebody is going to ask you to get involved in a deal. And this guy, there may be some proposals out there, but that's not what I'm picking up off the card and the situation and where it lays. I'm seeing this is a financial situation, and I'm saying that, you know, in the business world, the wannabes, okay, you're already, let's say you in particular, one person, 5 of you, whatever it is, already found your niche in life, and you're within a certain level within your work. You're not at entry level anymore. You've worked your way up. And you got these other people that don't want to put all that work in ahead of time or before time. And they try to get you involved in some schemes, some wheeling, some dealing. They're very charming. They can captivate when they speak to people. They can hold an audience. The thing is, their reality isn't grounded enough, and your guard should go up. And there's going to be some people you have to say no to. Okay? Absolutely not going along with this scheme at all. This other person needs to work to get to where you are just the same as you did. Don't fall for that. That's a big red flag coming in off of that card. Okay. 3 bells and all's well. Can you guys hear the rain? We're in the middle of a rain and windstorm today. Very warm. Doors and windows all open. Third card in your heart, your love, your romances, is the King of Pentacles, and this is about trust. King of Pentacles. Okay, so Pentacles also represent money, basically. Sometimes it's creativity. And the King is a court card, and he because he showed up, because it's a court card, it emphasizes the power of the card, the power placed upon him within the reading. This is a man who is ambitious. He's trustworthy and protective, and he commits to a project or a relationship to the very, very end. A powerful business owner or a powerful leader with a hands-on attitude. This guy's not afraid to roll up his sleeve, take off the suit jacket, you know, loosen up the tie, better yet, take it off. Roll up his sleeves and grab a shovel and start digging if he owns a construction company. If there's a project going on, you know, a building thing, he's not afraid to do that. If it should, the situation call on him, metaphorically and literally, he's not afraid to get dirty. Sometimes this comes up as the you card. You, Sagittarius. And when he shows up in a reading, he represents generosity and love. Your gains are shared with those that you love. The advice is to protect what's yours with helping those on their way up the ladder. And that's just something Sagittarius would do. No, I'm not going to do it for you. You're going to do this for yourself. And I'll help you get there. I'll help you do what you need to do. More than that, but I'm not going to risk what I've worked so hard for and invest in something that sounds a little bit crazy to me. So, but you're very willing to help. So, the keywords for this card are money, protection, power, loyalty, stability, leadership, and commitment. And I would say, yes, this would definitely be you and somebody coming in just trying to take advantage of you in the situation. Not wanting to put the elbow grease in, the blood, the sweat, and the tears. They want to do this get rich quick scheme, you know, get rich overnight kind of thing. You're smarter than that. You won't have anything to do with that. But you will give them tips. You will point them in the right direction. You will tell them what it is they need to do. And let's face it, in the long run, you do something yourself, you can be more proud of the work that you've done that way. You just, I don't get the, see that these are two cards that have said somebody's going to come in and try to take advantage of you. And for some, it's not an intentional, like, you know, the person's going, oh, I'm going to go in and I'm going to plan this all out. And I'll walk out of there with dollar signs ringing in my ears, and it'll be easy street. They don't do that. They really believe in what they're doing, but you are wise enough to see that it's not going to go anywhere at all. All right. Let me check here one more thing. Okay. Just had to see. Okay, justice. and it represents balance. She does. And she fell in your challenges for November. When this card shows up, it's telling you decisions need to be made. You're questioning yourself if you've acted fairly in the past. And if you have, it's something from your past is going to catch up with you. And it's going to put you in good stead with a lot of people. Somebody's going to be speaking about you to somebody else from your past, recommending you, saying, I remember when, you know, so-and-so, they were fantastic at that. Why don't you track them down? And here's their name and their last contact number, and good luck with that. But you're going to have somebody coming out, and they're going to be saying, I was talking to so-and-so, and they sent me to you, and I'm so glad I found you. This kind of thing. So you did act fairly in the past with somebody, and it's the reward. You're going to reap the reward now. Also coming forward at this time are legal claims in work, relationships, family matters. This card brings forth the truth of the situation. There's healing and closure with this card. With this card, you have a weighing of options, and it strikes it out there that you have options. Whatever's going on in your life right now, this is being brought to the forefront for you. And yes, you have options, and aren't you the lucky one? Sometimes we don't always have options about anything, and we're forced to force our hand and just deal with what we've got to deal with. But there's something important going on right now, and you need to make a decision. So, and I have the feeling it's a fun thing to do. Whatever this is, you're having fun making this decision because you're playing each side out. I could go this way, and then that would unfold, and I could go that way, and that would unfold. Whatever this is, it's current right now, first and foremost, right up front and center in your life. So you'll have a decision, but I don't feel that you're going to feel this great amount of stress to make a choice. When this card comes up as well, it shows that the options, some of them you have, are to find, you're looking for a fair and a balanced way forward. Vindication with the truth is coming forward for some of you pertaining to something. The spirit guides and angels are supporting you now and keeping you on your proper path. So don't be afraid to forge ahead, is what I feel to tell some of you. The spirits and the universe are nudging you in the right. So if you start to veer off a little bit and you're going to take a right when you should stay straight and true, they'll nudge you back into place again. Yes, take responsibility for your own thoughts, your own intelligence, your own intellect, your own intuition. But listen real strong to your gut. When something says, something tells me I shouldn't go that way, I should go that way, then you do that. Practical approaches to most things right now are favorable. Your keywords are calm, decisions, integrity, truth, legal issues, support, and vindication. Vindication, that's whatever's coming in from the past again. And did you deal fairly in a situation? And yes, you did. And you never really knew, and now you're going to know, because it's going to come back. So your challenges really is to allow these things to come through. Remember your integrity, even when you run into the unsavory type of people that are trying to take advantage of your knowledge and expertise. Remember your integrity. You don't lower yourself down to what somebody else is doing or suggesting or saying, or someone else's truths as well. Deal with all your legal issues. Right now you will have support and vindication in any legal issues that you find yourself in, Sagittarius. The last card, the fifth card in the Oceanic spread, and this is your message from Spirit, is the Chariot, and it's about movement. You bear with me. You know, you got some strong cards here, Sagittarius. You have 2 Knight cards and 2 Major Arcana cards out of 5. That's 4 out of 5. What did I want? I want the Chariot. Chariot's usually about moving forward. It's showing action. There's nothing bad about it. Where's my Chariot? See, I don't cheat. I could have had that marked. Oh, come on. I tell you, this video better turn out. There better be a resounding applause when I post it, if there is. I've gone through, there it is, a lot. Okay, so the keywords for this card are journeys and determination, willpower, progress, friction, guidance, and protection. You're already on protection mode, you've been told, right? Yes. It's time to, the meaning of the card is movement, of course, but it's time to make some serious progress. Travel is favored now, as our moves connected with work. The card is also a general sign that every aspect of your life will surge forward. However, balance is necessary, and you may need to treat people around you with special care, as this is a card of energy rather than sensitivity. That means you could slight a few people if you move a little bit too fast. Slow down. Don't be stepping on toes, literally and metaphorically, stepping on other personalities and egos along the way, pushing people out of your way. Not good. That will not resound favorably for you down the road. It'll come back to haunt you. People don't forget that, you know. They could forget sometimes the good. Some people seem to zero in on the bad and the negative, and any kind of situation where you may have slighted somebody, they're not going to forget that, and they'll hold it against you down the road. Just remember that. So just be a little careful. This card reveals a good timing and being aware of your ego. If you're too aware of your own, you're in neglect of everybody else's. That's the problem. Yeah. Being aware of your ego will be essential if you're to keep your show on the road. An additional meaning of this card is acquiring a new car or other vehicle. Wow. The advice to this card: it's time to actively move forward with your plans. Keep that ego in check when you need to, and enjoy the time of power and motivation. And this is a wonderful card. Wow. See, I'm feeling the heat off of this. All kinds of activity going on. I strongly feel that off of this card. For some of you, it's going to get a bit crazy. There's going to be travel for somebody. No, there's a couple. There's more than one of you that has to travel for work. And it's what you do along the way before you get there that's going to matter the most. There's some kind of happening that's waiting in your destiny, and you've got to watch what you do. Like sometimes they say, it isn't about the destination, but it's about the journey to the destination, where all this stuff can unfold and happen. You may have an epiphany, some kind of awakening while you're on the trip to where you're going. This is a good reading. That's not too bad. There's some ups and downs in there. Now the card that I drew, now where's that one? The card that I drew for your significator, it's not one of my favorite cards, I can tell you that. I don't really like to see it. But even with negative things, there are good things that come up as well. You would be the last one, wouldn't you? Ah. Okay. Wrong book. Why was I looking in that one? I know better. All right, down to taxes here. I pulled the Tower. Okay, so when it's upright, it represents unexpected events. Maybe for some of you, a temporary loss of stability of some kind. It can also mean catastrophic and irreversible change in almost every conceivable level. Now, I had this as well earlier for Scorpio. Major, huge shift in your life that you don't see coming. I'm getting that again. If I get it again, I'm going to begin to wonder if there isn't some kind of world event that's about to happen, where everybody is affected by it. But these last two readings, that's what's coming across here, is that for some of you, as I said to Scorpio, some of you are going to sense this coming. Some of you are not. Most of us are not going to sense any changes coming. When it comes, as they say, it'll come right out of left field. You won't be prepared for this. There was no way you could be prepared for this. And it's not all bad. For some of you, it'll be a good change. Definite, I'm feeling a shift, like a shift. Everything's here and it's going to go this way and then that way. And for some of you, you're going to feel like you're losing your footing from beneath you, metaphorically. You're going to feel like you've had the wind knocked out of you. You're going to feel blindsided. You just shock. That's going to leave you feeling drained and exhausted, good or bad, because good can do that to you as well. Major changes you don't see coming. Hold on, put your crash helmet on, get your safety vest on, get your seat belt on, lock yourself in. Because some of you are going to go for a ride, and it's going to be a big one, It's almost like, you know, they say every 7 years, blah, 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 things happen. This is almost like that. It's probably been longer than that. It's probably never happened to most of you, what you're about to encounter and what you're about to go through. Anyway, Sagittarius, that's your reading for the month of November. Please make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be doing the mid-month November readings around the middle of November. So we're still in October here. This is October 22nd today. So anyways, that was your reading. Let me pull one more of tarot. The Page of Pentacles is what I turned up. Let me look it up. You guys get an extra one today. See? Pentacles. Pentacles are all about, they're all about money, creativity, projects, activity, mainly money. And we are pink. These are color-coded, easier to find. And we'll sign off when I do this card here. Pages are all about messages, and Pentacles are about money, I can tell you that. I can't even find my Pentacles. Where are you? There we go. All right, there he is. Page of Pentacles. The page symbolizes fresh opportunities. So when this shock comes along, that's what I was feeling for some of you. It's going to present a whole new slew of opportunities for you. So that's not bad. It's a good thing. I got a real good feeling about that. You're going to be almost like on a roller coaster. You're going to be going along, swimming like this in your life. Everything's balanced. Everything's a-okay. Normal life, you know, ups and downs. And then all of a sudden, straight up, your life is going to go like that. The change is going to be that dramatic. You're going to end up way over here somewhere. So the shock is going to feel like that. Like you've just been blasted off the planet. So the page symbolizes fresh opportunities, usually in the form of a task, an activity, a job involving some responsibility. He advocates tackling challenges with confidence and not worrying about the consequences. By adhering to this strategy, there will be positive outcomes. Tackle your challenges with confidence. Don't be afraid. In the gut feeling of the heat coming off the card, I can feel it for you, Sagittarius. Big, big changes coming. Not bad ones either. So that's pretty good. So anyway, come back middle of November for the mid-monthlies. I hope you like this reading. I hope the camera wasn't too annoying. I really don't like the way it captures. But anyways, I like the other one, the old one, better. Thank you very much for coming by. From the bottom of my heart to yours. Please enjoy November as much as you can. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.